Thank you all for watching the extended video that will showcase all the production that went into the 1 year of the pandemic communications from start to finish. I recorded my desktop over the course of a week and a half to show you how I take images, stories, and videos and consolidate them together to present a view of what has happened at our church over the last year. I ended up with about 14 hours worth of recorded desktop, and when I cut it all down and even sped it up by 1,000%, there was still so much that I wanted to highlight that I created this extended cut. So I hope you enjoy watching my work, and as the video progresses, I'll describe some of the programs and processes I use to put all of these pieces together. Here is the process of creating a multi-layered graphic that serves as the main image for the pandemic coverage. It seems like a very involved process, and it is, but I wanted to show you all how it was created. Keeping those multi-layers made it to where I could have a dynamic image and graphic with the title coming out from behind the church and having that mask on top of it, and it kind of being more than just a flat image with text on top of it. The first program that I used was Photoshop to select and create the two different layers of the image. And this is a program called Lucid Press, which is what we use currently to create the bulletin you see each week and the visitor at home. Lucid Press is an interactive online platform that is kind of like Canva if you've used it, but has some more pieces and program parts that allow for interactive viewing. And for instance, this right here is it's called a scroll field. So I can put all that text into one page and make it to where it scrolls down, so I don't have to create multiple pages to be able to showcase all of that information. The good thing about Lucid Press is that it's also a multi-user platform and different people can access the documents and edit them along with me, which makes it a lot easier for collaborative work, especially during the pandemic when everyone has been remote for so long. So the weekly bulletin we put together in this way, and everyone from around the staff is able to log in, look at it, and edit it from afar while it all being on one document. So you'll see here I work on the main story, and I actually wrote two drafts. This is my second draft where I'm adding in some different perspectives from local people and from around the world to make sure that it's just a little bit more of an in-depth look at how online worship has affected so many and how those connections have been helping. So what I do here is I'm going through and taking out all those little tiny words at the edge and making them go down so that the just overall look of the copy looks nicer. This is a fun process that I learned a couple of years ago. I'm using Adobe Illustrator, and what I'm doing is I'm creating an icon for our property and care staff. So I've got a hammer and a wrench, and I'm combining that with a house to just be representative of the work that our property and care staff do. I went in and put icons for each of the different groups around our campus and around our church to sort of just have like a nice little visual cue of what they do. Here I'm working on arranging the highlights and putting together pictures from what we've done over the past year. It's just sometimes it's a lot of photos, and you'll see that I go into a lot of detail on arranging them and rearranging and moving. It's a fun process. This is the timeline that I created for the past year and our technological advancements. I'm using a program called Lucid Chart. It's also interactive, kind of like Lucid Press. It's from the same company. So what I'm doing here is making a chart that sort of shows, and a timeline that shows what we've done, when we did it, using our normal coloring systems, adding the different copy that the amazing tech team helped me put together. They went through and added all the different pieces that we've done, all the different upgrades that we've done, just so that we can help show you guys how much work has gone into creating the live stream service. And it's a lot. When you look back at it, you see just how much we implemented and how quickly we were able to upgrade a lot of different pieces to make sure that our services have been stable and as visually engaging as they can be, and using specific logos on the screens and having specific videos that we bring in have all been possible due to the amazing and incredible work of our tech team. They put in so many hours each week and literally have met once a week, in the beginning multiple times a week, since the pandemic began. Here's how I made the graphic for the 1 year Measured in Love. A combination of Photoshop and Lucid Press. This is Lucid Press so that other people can access it and edit it if they want. Just going through and kind of figuring out the style and the imagery that I wanted to use for that was kind of fun. I like making graphics like this. This is the process of creating the video that we used or slideshow video that we use for Children's Time. I started out in print journalism, so I'm still learning a lot about video creation, and I use Adobe Premiere Rush at the moment because it's a nice user-friendly program, and it allows for a lot of things that I am able to do easily without having a whole lot of knowledge of video editing. So it's sort of just the process of putting all those images together, putting the background behind it, putting the logo on it so you can see the Measured in Love, adding all the sounds. It was fun trying to pick out a song to make it seem kidsy but not too annoying. So right now, this is how I put the visitor at home on the website. What you'll see is I just put an embed code in to make sure that the interactive version of the Lucid Press will show up on the website. Here I am adding the banner to the carousel that you see on the front page. This is the constant contact email that I send out, so I had to put the imagery in there, send that out. And here I am creating a square version with a sort of a teaser saying like, hey, look, here's a new issue, and this is for posting on social media. So I take this and I use it to upload to Facebook and Instagram at the same time, and it sort of just comes out and posts together and has links to the website and to the actual document on Lucid Chart, and then that's how it gets out to you guys.